He signed a proclamation last week declaring April Confederate History Month in Livingston, Tennessee. Here is Mayor Hayes with the Sons of Confederacy Club for Adults.
Look at those guys. Look at those guys.
Signing the order into law.
Wow. This is the guy with the broken politics.
Does that guy have a broken arm and a cat in the other arm?
Oh, yep. I think so, Mark. That's probably a bobcat, a black bobcat.
That? Yeah.
Oh my God.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah. Good
morning and welcome to episode 928 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, April 25th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, I've got a cup of coffee in the big time full of shenanigans, mostly, I'd say. Sports, politics, and Bill Gates' belly. You guys
sounds fun.
guys see any of that over the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw some all that, I think.
I'm sure you did. After that, Mark's got tragedy at sea and horror on land in the TikTok international moment.
Could be which one's worse. You'll have to wait and see.
Wow.
Could be.
Everybody's favorite game.
I think
You have to
probably
wait
is.
and see.
But-
Yeah.
Odds
Never
are.
know. Never know.
And then Pat has a Washington woman, and you'll never believe where she lost her cell phone to close things out.
It's nope. This one's a little different.
Yeah,
A little bit different.
a little different. We'll flush the episode away with that one.
Mhm.
Was it on a ride, like that Viking ship that goes
Great
upside
gas.
down, and everyone loses their phones when it goes upside down?
Great gas.
Okay.
You'll have to wait and see.
All right, okay.
And Pat, Wes is he's got to recover. Wes had some long weddings, so his
Wes-
dogs are barking. He's rubbing those feet, putting them on ice probably right now.
Wes heard the same 15 wedding songs all weekend. It was like being at a Latitudes, like a Jimmy Buffett Latitudes, Margaritaville.
He's like the Popeyes server after the chicken sandwich came.
He was going to blow his brains out, so he had to take a day off. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that was Wes's weekend. But Pat, I saw that you and PFT are making what did you guys call the drink? Because
that's a trailer park margarita, my friend.
Okay, it is.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Eerily similar to a drink that I used to drink when we all lived together, called the Green Lantern at the Yellow House in Austin. He used to, if I recall, kind of
That's
make
when we
fun
lived in
of
Terrytown, baby.
This was and mine was tequila with diet Mountain Dew, but I see that he's now gone with the full flavor.
He added the crusties on the rim to make it margarita.
Mark, he wasn't a fan of the Green Lantern though, right?
I don't think anyone but you was.
I was the only one crushing Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
I was called crazy at the time. Apparently,
I think there are a lot of jokes like, did you call it the Green Lantern because, like the movie, it's the worst possible thing
it's
in the world?
Flop.
Yeah, it's
No, it's delicious. Delicious. I see PFT's made it his signature drink.
I guess it grew on him. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have gone diet. Man, I no bullshit. Went to 4 places to try to find Mountain Dew, and there was Squirt. At all the places.
Is it because Jersey's sold out because everyone wants it?
I have no idea, man. The guy was like 3 dudes.
Oh, you're not going to find Dew in Jersey.
3 dudes were like, we got Squirt.
We got Squirt.
And then, but the one place we finally got at literally had, I haven't seen this in a long time, an adult magazine section. And it was just instincts, man. I just bought a copy of Swank. Swank.
No, the video is great, yeah.
It came with a CD-ROM.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's when you know it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's when you know a product's real good.
Does it just take you to Swank's website that you have
to
pay for?
Tomorrow I'm going to Goodwill.
Okay. All right.
Gonna get an old computer.
Yes.
I got
afternoon spoken for.
Whenever you get any type of electrical equipment with a CD-ROM these days, you automatically get. I mean, that's a porn. But did you check it and see what's on?
I can't.
He doesn't have a CD player. I don't either.
That's what I'm saying. I got to go to Goodwill and buy it.
He doesn't have a CD, like a CD-ROM player on his computer.
I got to buy an old computer so that I can.
I have a feeling it takes you to swank.com and then asks you to pay a subscription.
Hey, and I will because
When's the last time you guys had a CD drive?
Oh, dude, it's forever ago.
Years ago.
Yeah,
man.
10 years ago at least.
Years ago, those things suck too because you'd hit the button and it would like make a loud noise and it would pop and then sometimes it would like get stuck. That would
Well, they
break
would always
first.
break.
That would break first on your laptop, as you have to like force it
Every
back
time.
in. Yeah, those
Terrible.
things were terrible.
Well,
yeah.
do you think it's porn or do you think it's
Yeah, it's porn. Well, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
porn.
It's porn. It was a copy of Swank,
but not a DVD?
I don't know. Okay, it says
Should've popped
CD.
that.
How much was
CD-ROM.
how much was the magazine? Was it $15?
No, I couldn't tell you.
Was it
Does it
really
say
expensive?
CD-ROM?
No, it
Did you
wasn't
try
very
to play it?
expensive.
Did you try
So
to play
it's
it, the
probably
DVD
not
player?
a free porn if it wasn't expensive. It's probably a sales pitch.
I don't have a DVD player. Yeah, no, I know.
You don't? Oh,
No,
man.
guess what I'm saying. It was straight
What
bonus.
a party trick. You got to pop that in as
Ooh,
soon as you
place-
find it.
You don't have like a PlayStation 3 laying around or 4?
I don't know because the four
PlayStations could play it.
I feel like you might be able to watch that on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
Or-
so.
Or it'll
I
just
mean-
tell you to sign up. It'll be like,
Well-
thank you for putting in your PlayStation.
I'm just hoping
Sign
it's.
up for our Swank subscription.
I'm hoping it's vintage.
Stank.
I'm hoping it's like 1993. They're just trying to get rid of some
Because the
backstock.
magazine's that old.
that never moved. Yeah,
It's an
Well,
AOL.com CD.
Where is Swank located? What kind of organization is this? Is this
I'll get
California?
the article of the issue
Yeah.
of Swank here if you want.
I want to know who the owner of Swank is. Kind of like a Hustlers, like Larry Flint, Playboys. Hugh
Well,
Hefner, like,
regardless of
who's
what,
Mr. Swank?
yeah, regardless of what you call the drink these days, Trailer Park Margarita, Green Lantern, it still fits the vibe. The swank.
Oh, it's
magazine.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know I'm a
That's-
fucking snob, but yeah, the Doritos turned out to be pretty good.
When you're mixing tequila and Mountain Dew, that's my favorite part about it. That drink is that you just all bets are off. That's why I love to drink it. That's why it was my favorite drink back in the day because you felt it powerful
And
after
Will-
drinking a Mountain Dew margarita. or
That's why
Mountain
none
Dew
of us liked
tequila,
you drinking it. Is the
Well,
same reason.
but I enjoyed it.
So,
Will's
Pat-
got the Green Lanterns out again.
yeah, So, Pat, you were really playing the role because you said you're a snob, but you were getting into the Trailer Park Margaritas. Plus, you bought Swank.
Mhm.
Swank was, I guess, owned by some people like Ian Fleming. Is this right? And then humorist Bruce J. Friedman was an editor in the 50s, and it
Ian
got
Fleming, the guy that wrote the James Bond.
J. Friedman. Ian Fleming, suspense. Yeah, I don't know. That
He's
was
the writer
crazy.
of James Bond. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Swank.
But it was bought by a company called Magna Publishing in 1993 with Swank's sister magazine. Can you guess the title?
Stank.
It's close. It's close to Stank.
Tank.
Stag.
Stag.
Taint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stag.
taint. Yeah.
Taint.
Rank. It's just smelly
Yeah.
girls.
Rank.
That's a fun fact, Mark.
Yeah.
Mhm. There you go.
Nice. Let's do the news and get to one more in just
Okay.
a second.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Trending news based on the proprietary hard factor algorithm.
Skank.
Skank. That's a great guess.
Should have gone skank.
Yeah. Should have
But
been.
but first, a fun fact. Did you know the term Kaneh Bosem, Kaneh space Bosem, is Hebrew for cannabis, and that it was one of the 3 spices, along with cinnamon and liquid myrrh, that were used in the ancient "quote unquote" holy anointing oil, where they would anoint themselves in the tabernacle, whatever else they needed to anoint, and it used to cost the same as cinnamon by weight back then. Exodus 30:23.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Will,
Hmm.
obviously, hemp is a cannabis that does not have psychoactive properties. And then
Yeah, but this is
marijuana,
the
cannabis.
full deal. This is
Well,
the,
yeah. Do we know?
this is the
How do we know?
crystals. The crystals, because they've found THC on ancient tabernacles.
Because they drew pictures of the orgies afterwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's cannabis has been used by multiple religions, including like the Hebrew priests back in the day.
The next picture was
yeah.
a guy pointing to his ears and then a music symbol and him giving a thumbs up.
It's better.
It's way better.
I mean, shout,
This music.
shout out to that old bumper sticker. One of my favorites. Gotta give it to the Native Americans because they had to smoke a lot of weeds to find the right one. Makes me think of that. Remember that?
They had a few, I think, that they used, but yeah,
I mean, that's a fun sampling though.
That's no good.
I
Yeah.
think
Next.
they felt like it made the scriptures hit harder.
Yeah.
It makes
slap a
me
little different.
believe, actually.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyways, cannabis has been used by many priesthoods throughout the history of time. Bonus fun fact: LSU football was looking very competitive in the spring game.
Spring game.
Oh, against themselves in the
against
spring
themselves.
game.
was
Whoa.
I'm a huge Brian
So,
Kelly guy now. Never thought
We're
I'd be saying
so
that.
good that
Here we
we
are.
look good against ourselves.
That's
yeah,
great,
the
Mark.
spring game is
Yeah.
like
Blackout.
it's like a Harlem Globetrotters game for the
Yeah.
press. Is what it is.
Well, if the offense looks dominant, couldn't you point out that the defense sucks? It's one of those.
both
scenarios,
offenses looked so dominant. It was so good. I just gotta say, but I mean, Brian Kelly, Carson Wentz. I didn't think that was happening. 2022, wild times. All right, moving on. Trending news. Honorable mentions first. Hashtag Caturday is
Yes.
probably a good trend for you to jack mark every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
That
yes.
was on Saturday. I didn't realize that was a thing, but hashtag
yeah.
Caturday,
Yeah.
big time thing.
I love Caturday. Like Caturday, one of my favorite words, easily.
It's a
It feels
matchup, yeah.
good. Just
Mhm.
thinking about like someone who's super into cats, it being Saturday, but then like it's Caturday for
start-
them.
I can start trend jacking it. I mean, the
Easily,
word
just
the
anything.
word is used in my household every Saturday,
Exactly.
multiple times. So
Post anything with hashtag
Might as well just
Caturday on
use it,
all
yeah.
outlets on Saturday.
Right.
Mm.
What is the there's
I'm
like
in.
there's like a subsect
The
of
Caturday
mor-
is huge, man. It was like the #1 trend
it always
on
is.
Saturday.
It always is for a couple hours every
all
Saturday.
the time.
Yeah.
Well, there's a subset of the Mormon Church. It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Caturday Saints, right?
Latter-day Saints.
The ones that like
Yeah.
fucking love cats,
think
but
I'm
then also
familiar.
are Mormons.
Yeah. And
Well,
speaking of,
they get up early and they start the trend early on Saturdays, Pat.
they do.
Yeah.
They get it going. And speaking of religious sects, it was also Orthodox Easter was Sunday, of course. And then there was a big hubbub about Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they only follow 11 random people, and their names are Herb, and then the people
Spice
named-
Girls.
and the
No,
Spice
and then the
Girls.
Spice Girls. So
It's part of the
it's-
spices, right? Yeah, there's
correct. So
Herbs
they
and spices.
only follow 11 herbs and spices, and the herbs are just random 6 random guys named Herb they followed.
So people were
First name Herb.
People were loving that over the
you
weekend. as well.
gotta whoever was on the brand team
Genius.
when they launched their Twitter.
Oh, it's
and
great.
Yeah, that's like Hall of Fame level.
That's
shit.
fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fantastic work by the KFC the fine people over at KFC Twitter. All right, which brings us to sports. Tyson Fury knocked out Dillian White with an uppercut in the 6th round in front of 94,000 at a live crowd at Wembley Stadium on Saturday night.
Wow.
Tyson, he claims he's retiring, undefeated now,
That's a shame.
uninjured. I really hope he comes back, and I think that he will get a check offer that he can't refuse eventually. But regardless, he says he's going out on top, and
No
it's
chance.
just I agree, Pat. No chance. He'll get a check offer that he can't refuse. But regardless, let's just remember that the Gypsy
Who would
King
you want to see him fight?
is
Oh,
the
look at
best.
that picture. Who would you
mean,
want to see him fight?
I mean, remember
he's
what he came through,
Wilder.
like,
The Wilder
yeah,
fight was great.
He's done 3 of those, though.
Yeah,
right?
I mean they're just
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, he's beat Wilder every time. Like
Yeah.
he needs Anthony Joshua or Usyk, but Usyk is
no
so much
one's
smaller.
like,
than him.
no one's good enough.
There's no good matchup.
Joshua was supposed to be
twice,
that
right?
guy, but he's lost
lost
to
twice.
people. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna watch the fight on
at least
Saturday,
once, but yeah.
and then instead I did
think twice.
I did something for my relationship because that's the type of guy
Smart.
I am. And went on a walk,
Good for you.
Nice.
and halfway
A
through,
night, a midnight walk.
no, the fight was in London.
It was
so
early. It was
the,
Oh,
car,
okay,
the card was
okay.
at the main card was at 5
Oh,
o'clock.
gotcha.
yeah,
gotcha.
And Kate was like halfway through the bird sanctuary walk. Guess we picked location. She was like, we're wrapping it up, and she was like, "Well, you'll still be able to catch some of the fight, right?" And I looked down my phone. It's like,
Oh, Fury knocked him out
six.
pretty
You see
quick.
that 6-round knockout?
Yeah, it was like about what I guess I didn't watch it live, but
It was like
40
22 minutes in.
Yeah.
or something.
They didn't
30
hype
minutes
that
in.
fight enough. I'm not paying $70 to watch.
It was
I know.
7 minutes,
I
yeah.
uppercut
pulled up.
some dummy through the. I mean, like
I love the Gypsy King. I pulled it up
I
and I
know.
saw 70. I'm like, fuck no.
no, but
way.
I mean, like you knew he was going to kill that guy.
Well, he crushed him. I mean, it was an obvious
It's
knockout. all the
negative
way.
900 payout.
Yeah, I'm not paying $70 to watch a murder.
It was
some
even
dude.
money
Watch
for the
highlights,
knockout.
yeah.
Everybody should have taken the knockout. We should
Yeah.
have. Anyways, we didn't talk about
Yeah.
it on Friday. Other sports, the Celtics are up 3-0 on the Nets, and Ben Simmons
Oh, boy.
is out again for Game 4, but he's wearing like bright ass ensembles on the bench.
Oh
Just
my
look at
God!
this
Look at this
picture.
clown! Look at that clown!
Whoa,
Ben
I
Simmons
like
is such a
that.
clown.
I like those salmon pants.
Oh,
Slacks.
wear a
Those are
warm-up.
slacks.
He's
Those are slacks.
What a
in
weirdo!
front of the bench.
I like that.
They're getting dunked on. Well, they're
Oh,
going to get
man.
swept.
Stephen A. went off on Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons
Oh, did he?
is healthy, right? So he
Was he
shows
mad?
up, he's healthy. He shows up to practice and he basically was cleared. And then he told the team, you know what? I don't want to play. I'm feeling a little bit of back pain. I know the doctor said I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I'm feeling some back pain. So he
Brutal.
purposely is taking himself out again, which he just did for the Sixers last playoffs and stuff. And like he did that. He gave up on LSU apparently one season. He's just
rough.
pathetic. He's a pathetic human being. He has no mental fortitude. He sucks. He's an athlete that has no mental game.
Lots
Great
of talent.
slacks, though. Great
Yeah.
slacks.
Lots
of talent. Nothing upstairs.
You can really put a
Yeah.
colorful ensemble together. A guy that nobody's upset with though, Christian Pulisic. He scored another late game winner for Chelsea in the EPL and trended like a maniac. Which brings us to American politics, which were going off all weekend.
USA World Cup 85 to 1. I'm laying like $50 on that.
85 to win the cup.
Yeah. I'm with that for sure.
We're good. We can play with anyone. We got
mark it down. Mark it down. We got
it. I want to ride on that. I'm in.
Yeah, all the hosts are putting $50 on the board.
I also I don't know. I'm glad Wes isn't here today because look, I put that $10 on the UNC game and it paid out like $3,000, right? And then I lost $1,400 betting on golf under Wes's tutelage. Well, I bet without Wes this time. Yeah. I laid down 9 bets on every single person other than Cantlay and his other buddy. No, I didn't hit. Now I'm down to golf, $800. No, I haven't won $1 betting on golf.
Golf. Golf's rough.
Yeah.
Golf's rough.
You gotta use Wes. Yeah.
Big paydays.
I learned that,
but hard droughts. So which brings us to American politics. Okay. R.I.P. to former longtime senator from Utah, Orrin Hatch. He passed away over the weekend. Also, a 50-year-old man passed away. He was from Colorado. He passed away after he set himself on fire in front of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. last Friday at 6:30 p.m. Guess he was a climate activist.
Oh, my God.
On Earth Day.
That's happening in America. Yeah. America setting on... Okay, wow.
He
died. Yeah. He did what, Mark?
There's a movie with Kevin Spacey called like David something or other where he plays a teacher and he is a martyr. He like pretends to like rape a student, but the student that he pretends to rape is actually in on it with him, and it's like something like it's some
political David Gale.
Yes, it's like some political activist thing, and he ends up getting the death penalty. And as he's getting the death penalty, it's proven that he was innocent. It's to prove like the death penalty should go away. So he's like,
so he staged
this guy, yeah, they staged the entire. This guy did like that type of intense thing where he killed himself. He posted last year that he was going to die on 4/22/22, and with a fire emoji.
He was right.
Yeah,
he did indeed die from his injuries despite a helicopter evacuation to a nearby hospital, which tends to happen when you set yourself on fire on Earth Day.
Yeah,
so
he took it seriously.
He used
your
fire
move,
emoji?
Greta Thunberg. Yeah. Your move, Thunberg. You know.
Try to top that
intense.
I just think about imagine calling your death and putting an emoji in there. Like that's just
and the correct emoji too.
Well, hey, what emoji would you use to call your death?
Like I don't know,
like the grave, probably the R.I.P.
toilet,
shovel,
or like
dirt shovel.
No, it couldn't be an obvious one. It could be an obvious one. It would have to be like the floppy disk.
It's a boat, and you like go out to sea.
Exactly. Now you're
something
thinking
like that. Remember how we did
monkey?
This reminds me of
you get beaten to death by monkeys.
Well, this reminds me of a bit we used to do, which is pretty intense, where we would like an intense death would be to get revenge on like an ex-girlfriend who wronged you. You'd commit suicide, and she would be the one that discovered it. With like you'd have like the carnival bear, you won her, and you'd just be covered in like blood on her bed with the carnival bear. This is like what that guy did. It's
I still got drafts of that sketch. It
didn't make it.
Never got voted to air.
Intense. It was intense.
Well, I mean, this guy's batshit crazy. I'm sure
this guy would have liked it.
This guy would have loved it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're looking for the manifesto as we speak.
Yeah.
Moving on. This one comes from DJ Asa, the architect, on Instagram. Thank you, DJ. And it's a story from Livingston, Tennessee, where Mayor Curtis Hayes, here he is.
Look at that smile.
He was once recognized with the Diversity Award at the Cookeville NAACP's Freedom Fund History Month. But here is Mayor Hayes.
Looks like he was also awarded the Diversity Award for insert buffet.
Yeah, he was. Sorry, the Freedom Fund Award Program. My bad.
Yeah.
And
he's got an 85% clog rate on toilets.
Oh, he's broken some lids too. That guy. Look at Curtis.
He looks happy.
Yeah, he is. He's living the life he enjoyed. But so he was a Diversity Award winner at the Cookeville NAACP's Freedom Fund Award Program. He signed a proclamation last week declaring April Confederate History Month in Livingston, Tennessee. Here is Mayor Hayes with the Sons of Confederacy Club for Adults.
Look at those guys. Look at those guys.
Signing the order into law.
Wow.
This is
the
what's
guy with
wrong
the broken
with politics.
Does that guy have a broken arm and a cat in the other arm?
Oh, yep. I think so, Mark. That's probably a bobcat, a black
What
bobcat.
is that? Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's lots of guys. There's lots of he's being held hostage or terrorist prisoner video comparisons or Stockholm syndrome jokes flying around out there. But this is a man, Pat, as you pointed out, who's got to get reelected at some point, and he is joining a slew of other Deep South politicians who are appealing to their communities by not removing Confederate memorabilia from their voting districts. Governor of Mississippi, Tate Reeves, most notably, is the guy who's like championing this movement. And with Confederate statues dropping like flies all over the country, laws like this are actually turning out to be like a huge deal in some places, I guess, in this guy's town, Livingston, Tennessee. So
those guys can rest easy.
Yeah,
they can. Sons of the Confederacy can sleep easy at night. Yeah.
I mean, these guys look like they fought in the war. So, like, once these guys are dead,
I love the guy with the bobcat, the broken arm, and the beard.
Yeah,
it's
they
too
can
much.
they can grip their pillow pistol a little less tightly tonight.
That guy looks like he washes his, rinses his mouth with like moonshine.
Here's a close up of this gentleman. I mean,
I make my own grain.
The
I make my own grain. I make my own grain
Right,
alcohol.
What
That
is
could be a dog.
I think it's a dog. It could be a
It could be
fox.
pig. That might be a pig.
Oh,
That might be a
man.
pig.
I
Some
bet he's
kind
got
of-
a story about how he broke that arm.
Yeah.
Some kind of service animal. That guy definitely traces his lineage back to the Confederacy. He could tell you exactly like the squadron and everything. And speaking of the South, on Friday, Politico dropped these pics of North Carolina Representative Madison Cawthorn
My
Hey, Maddie.
goodness.
in drag at a party.
Look how gay he looks.
Yeah, it's a bad one. He's in.
I mean, he's
got a
touching,
bra,
he's lightly caressing his own nipple.
hoop
yeah.
earrings. Yeah,
Oh, he played
got
the
his
role that night.
fingernails
Yeah.
painted.
Ooh.
Bunch of chicks screaming behind his wheelchair there. And this is after Politico dropped that after fellow Republicans had already announced a targeted ad campaign to get rid of him in this year's election. So
Yeah, everyone's coming for his ass.
Oh
yeah.
man, I got to tell you, I love this for Madison. Honestly, I love seeing some signs of life from this piece of
Right.
garbage.
It looks like he was having fun.
Exactly. Like get out there,
Oh,
bro.
he did.
I'll put on ladies' clothing all the time. It's
Look
it
at our
feels
first
good.
3 TikToks.
Right, but my point is, for the guys he's running against in North Carolina, like this do not fly.
no, it's not a good picture for his district.
He's. I mean,
yeah.
that's your attack ad. It's just
He
that.
runs.
Well-
he literally runs on like men being men,
Right.
And, like two
So-
genders, and I'm a man, and like what are we getting rid of men? Men should be men, and
Mhm.
definitely not dressed like this.
I mean, like
Exactly.
I'm not kidding when I say the first thing that Madison Cawthorn says when he gets pulled over by the police is, "Officer, I have a firearm in the car." That's the first thing he says because he's trained.
and a
to tell
thong
the-
apparently.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got a thong
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Cawthorn, the man who said he was raised by, quote, proverbs and push-ups,
Right.
and is notably anti-trans himself, tweeted that they are, quote, goofy vacation photos during a game on a cruise, unquote. And fair enough, but it's okay if you enjoyed wearing the bra, Madison. It sure
Yeah.
looks like you did.
Yeah.
Taking it to the internet, one user tweets, America's first evangelical transphobic femboy politician.
Yeah, it's
So,
confusing.
pretty
Mouthful.
much sums it up. And finally, Madison, as Pat pointed out, may be in trouble with the 7 Republican primary opponents that they put up against
That's
him
right.
in that
Oh.
district. But another skinny pretty boy across the pond, France's Emmanuel Macron, is not in any trouble at all. He has won the presidency of France again comfortably.
Uh-huh.
Hope you took that easy 17 cents on predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40, which we told you to do. Go there to that specific URL. You can get your first $40 match in the stock market
Whoa.
of politics. We gave you the Macron tip at 83 cents. It hit.
I got one more update from Friday in politics, and that is Marjorie Taylor Greene was
Yeah,
testifying
that
in front of
thing.
the January 6th committee, and the guy prosecuting her, interviewing her, was like, "You stole the line that we're not a people who will go quietly into the night from the film Independence Day, didn't you?" And then they
Right.
made her watch the speech from Bill Pullman
That's
in
amazing.
Independence Day, and it was
What a
just
speech.
it was a great speech.
Yeah.
But also one of the fucking weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. And
Yeah.
neither party knew
It seemed strange.
that it was originally coined by Dylan Thomas. Like that's where we're at in the
Yeah.
education level and the intellectuals.
Didn't
of our
even cover
country.
that one because it just looked insane. The Marjorie
nuts.
Taylor Greene thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
fucking
even.
nuts.
I looked at. I opened a link and looked at the story for about 5
So,
seconds. Was like, this.
You're
is
saying the
this
people
is
that were
insane.
trying to shame her also didn't know where the original quote came from. And
It
thought
was crazy.
Exactly.
Independence Day.
Yes.
Right.
So
She
we're
could have said,
all,
"Oh,
everyone involved is a moron.
I'm a big fan of Dylan Thomas and would have shut the
Yes.
guy up. Would have shut him down."
Yeah.
Damn. Pat, you should have been there to coach
Damn.
MTG. But she'd have to pay for that. So MTG hit us up, which brings us to
The cream of the crop!
enough politics, fellas. I'm sure you saw it, but Elon tweeted this on Friday night, and it's literally still trending at the time of recording on Sunday night, like a full 48 hours later. Despite Twitter, quote unquote, shadow banning Elon. I don't understand what that is, but people like showed screenshots that he was verified shadow banned or whatever for tweeting
As
it
the
out.
largest stockholder.
Yeah, and like a top 10 account. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
that's
How can you
dumb.
shadow ban
Yeah, I
a top
don't
10
know.
account?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what he tweeted out on Friday that made the entire like site of Twitter just explode, and a lot of the internet as well. He tweeted,
That's
"In
amazing.
case you need to lose a boner fast," and then with that, a meme of Bill Gates and the pregnant man emoji, where they look amazingly similar.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same
So-
shirt and everything.
Similar
Same
belly,
Yeah.
It's very similar.
different
Hey,
contents in the belly.
Come and join us on the Fatathon, Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates should join the Fatathon. But Elon just committed violence in meme form, basically. I mean, it was brutal. Like Bill
Dude.
Gates literally trended nonstop after that for days in a row.
If
Musk
they were
has
at
been
billionaire
taking
high
billionaires'
school,
necks.
yeah, he would have had to drop out after that.
He's been taking billionaires next. I don't know how old the clip is, but did you see the other viral clip on TikTok of Elon Musk just destroying Jack Ma, the
Mm-mm.
richest guy in China?
Oh,
So
really?
he was at a conference with Jack Ma. I'm assuming it was recently. Otherwise, it just went viral this weekend. And
Did they find Jack Ma? Would it mean
Yeah.
that they found Jack Ma?
Yeah, they
Did
found him. They
Okay.
found
He
him.
came out of hiding.
They found him.
He came out of hiding. a
So
while ago.
they're sitting on these leather chairs, and Jack Ma's talking like right next to Elon Musk in another leather chair, and he's like, the difference between computers and humans. He's like saying something along the lines of like, I think computers are very clever, but just on a basic level, they're just nowhere near as smart as human beings. And then Elon Musk goes, "That's so incorrect," and like everyone just like,
spoken as a robot.
yeah, exactly. He's like, "You're a moron, Jack Ma," and everyone just laughed at Jack Ma.
Well, not only Jack Ma, but Bill Gates. Turns
He's
out
crushing
Elon
these dudes.
has quite an axe to grind with these billionaires, and especially with Bill Gates. Let's take it to the internet to explain what happened. Whole Mars Catalog tweets. So apparently, Bill Gates hit up at Elon Musk to discuss philanthropy on climate change, but Elon asked if he still had $500 million short position on Tesla. Bill said he hasn't closed it out, so Elon told him to get lost. No idea if this is true. And then they have the leaked text messages between Bill, who uses an Android phone, and Elon, who sent this to some friends, obviously. So Bill's asking him to meet at 7:20 on Wednesday, and Elon says, "Cool. Do you still have the $500 million short on Tesla?" And Bill says, "Sorry, to say I haven't closed it out. Would you still like to give to my charity?" And Elon says, "Sorry, but I can't take your philanthropy on climate change seriously when you have a massive short position against Tesla, the company doing the most to solve climate change."
Ouch.
And so then
Yeah.
Unusual Whales tweets, Bill Gates has reported at least a 500, is that 500
million. 500 million.
Tesla short position.
Yeah, $500 million.
And this is and then Elon confirmed it on Twitter April 22nd. He tweeted, "Yeah, but I didn't leak it to New York Times. They must have got it through friends of friends. I heard from multiple people at TED that Gates still had the $500 million short against Tesla, which is why I asked him. So it's not exactly top secret."
Damn.
So
I'm so confused by
yeah.
this. Well, first of all, it's fucking dope that Elon didn't just say "fuck you" because
Yeah,
you shorted
fuck
my
you,
company, but
bitch.
he's saying "fuck you" because you shorted my company, which is an electric
And you're a hypocrite.
car company.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
right. I mean, I guess Bill forgot about carbon emissions and how much Elon hates short selling
But-
so much that he put 0.5% of his net worth on Elon's clean energy company failing. Whoops. And then he got memed to death.
So this is what I'm
And-
confused about. Though.
And he's wrong
Yeah.
because Tesla's not failing, right? So like,
No, they're doing good. Like
he's
the
wrong.
the last
He's a
quarterly report was
hypocrite.
great.
But-
Yeah.
okay,
Not
so-
great. Not great.
So Gates took the pledge, like what certain billionaires do, which is like giving up 90% of their wealth, like
You
99%
think you
of their
wouldn't
wealth.
short Tesla if
No,
you're
but
on
I'm-
the pledge.
But that's what I'm getting at, and he does literally dedicate almost all of his time to trying to do good in the world or solve their problems. Why the fuck would you then keep a position shorting?
Someone told him
Clean
that-
energy.
Someone
Yeah.
told him that
Shorting
Tesla was
clean
going to
energy.
fail. He just got
Like,
wrong.
it would seem
he
to
was
me
wrong. He made
based
it.
No,
on
Mark,
what
it was
he's-
the big short guy last year got everybody in on this Tesla
Yeah,
short.
and that's-
and Bill
that's what I'm
Gates
saying.
bit the bait.
Yeah,
took the bait.
he
Yeah.
got the information from someone he thought
the Big Short guy.
Yeah, he was like,
last
okay,
year.
this guy
It's
is
just
going to
like,
make me
it's
tons of money.
contradictory. I mean, this is interesting because
But he was going to make it by shorting clean energy.
Right.
But it's
So
contradictory
he's an
to
asshole, kind of
literally
a little bit, like
what his MO is.
He's
It's
dollars
weird.
first, Will.
Yeah.
dollars
know.
first.
He's
so is
dollars
Elon,
first.
sure.
Yeah.
But, yes. So
He was going to take that money and then create his own clean energy car company, right? Or something.
That would
yeah,
beat out
in his
Tesla.
mind. Yeah.
That would beat out Tesla,
Yeah.
the number one by far.
He's just
and
an
not-
idiot. He made a huge mistake. Yeah.
And then he got burned
Yeah.
for it. Oof.
Yeah, man. Like I could see if Elon had like a dildo company, I could see him like
Right.
it would be shitty for him to not go to the philanthropy talk. But
Elon burned him to the
It
ground.
would be like if Elon had a dildo company and Bill Gates had spent the last 20 years talking about how you should masturbate with toys and he shorted the dildo company.
yeah, that's
Right,
what the talk
exactly.
was about.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
You know
Yeah.
who's loving this though? Melinda Gates. She had some glasses of wine with some friends.
With the pudgy belly and the picture of her husband next to the yeah. She made fun. Yeah. She had a good time.
Oh yeah,
Ex-husband.
she was cheersing to that. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time. And speaking of rich guys, you know, we all want to be that one day. We want to push the limits, try to grow our portfolios. And today's coffee was brought to you by our new sponsor, Titan, who can help us and you do just that. If you learn anything from this show, it's that you should not follow our financial advice.
That's
You shouldn't.
correct.
I mean, it's
Well,
proven. It's
You
no
should, but then you got to
sports-
get in and get out
sports-
and in and out and in at the
Sure.
right time.
Sports gambling, but not financial advice.
pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, we've proven to be volatile at best. But
Long
that's-
term, I'll agree with you.
Yes.
But that's why Titan is working with us now, because they're the experts and
Yes.
they're here to guide our money based on actual financial analysis from legitimate finance nerds, not just which altcoin has the best memes on Telegram, which is generally how we pick, you know, our picks. But you wouldn't hire a clown to fix a leak in the John, would you?
no.
No. So that's
Not unless
why
you hated that clown.
Yeah.
and the John and yourself, which you
Yes.
shouldn't. So that's why you got to go with Titan. With Titan, you have a personal investment team that researches and invests for you so that you can aim to outperform the market while giving you a courtside seat to become a smarter investor along the way. So they have all the articles explaining what they're doing with your portfolio.
Sick.
Titan gives you access to strategies similar to those in the 1% without having to be ultra wealthy or pay hefty fees to get involved with those bigger, group investment funds. All it takes is $100 to get started with Titan. Deposit your money, select which of their portfolios you want to invest in, and that's it. They even have a crypto portfolio.
Hell
which is
yeah.
super unique. I've never seen a crypto like group management portfolio before. They have it
Right.
at Titan. Yeah. You guys signed up for yours? I mean,
Yeah, I put a hundo into the crypto already.
Oh.
A couple hundred into the non-crypto, but I put a hundo in the crypto.
I'm
I signed up.
excited.
I signed up on Friday, but I
Yeah.
haven't dug in yet. But I'm
Oh
excited
man,
to get in.
dig in there. It's awesome. I'm using Titan because I'm excited to see what this style of group managed investment can do for me. I think it's going to be less stressful than me having to pay attention to individual stocks. And
It's
coins
going to
and
be better
whatnot.
for everyone in my household because
Let
when
the
I was,
experts do it.
I don't spend like 75,000 refreshes seeing if something like
Right.
you set it and forget it. Let the experts just give you your gains. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
not out of my hands now. Yeah,
Yeah, much less work on your
Treat
end.
the experts like a Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just
Oh,
let
yeah.
them give it. Just let them give you your gains.
yeah.
Exactly. And then be happy with it. Be
And
content
then
to take your gains.
call
And
a
be
plumber
content,
when you clog your toilet on Friday after Thanksgiving. Not a clown.
like Mayor Curtis. So check out Titan if you want to aim to become the smartest, wealthiest investor you've ever been. So head to titan.com/factor to get $50 when you invest with Titan. You must go to this URL or you will not get that 50. They won't know that we sent you. So you have to go to titan.com/factor to get that 50. That's $50 when you go to titan.com/factor and invest with Titan. This is a sponsored podcast ad. I am a client of Titan and
Yes.
invested in the flagship and crypto portfolios.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's all get some air miles. You know what I'm talking about?
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Okay, first up, we have a sad one. Not going to sugarcoat it. It's not great.
Oh no.
A tourist boat, the Cali Woman, went missing in Japan with 26 people on board this Saturday. The Cali Woman, which seen here, was on a 3-hour tour, But instead of ending up stranded on an island that they would name after the biggest tiz amongst them, they are all feared to have died at sea.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's not like a Gilligan's Island thing. It's like dead at
I was
sea.
really hoping for Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
when
sure,
you-
Gilligan. It is your island, right, guys?
That guy was always
Come on,
getting
guys.
them
He
into
needs
trouble.
this.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
I love the captain. Didn't he like smack
Captain
Gilligan
Tennille?
around with his hat?
Oh, everyone made fun of Gilligan. Gilligan literally he was like, every single episode, Gilligan got them into shenanigans that it was all his fault every time.
He had like an IQ of like 91.
Yeah, he was he was like a first mate as a joke.
Mhm.
Yeah, anyways.
Someone lost a bet.
Yeah, anyways, but this is not good. They are feared to have sunk out at sea as the last signal came from the boat and Saturday afternoon, and this distress signal said they were at a 30-degree tip and they were already beginning to sink, and then no one heard from them again. The tour was taking the 2 crew members and 24 passengers, 2 of which were children, to the Shirotoko Peninsula. I have an image here. It's like a little bit north of Japan, it looks like, and the reason people go there is because it's really well known for its wildlife, such as sea lions, brown bears that chill on the rocky beaches, and of course, giant whales at sea. A large rescue effort. Yeah, I know.
Oh, are
you
you
saying-
do you think the whales have
Are you
a
saying-
hand in this?
I'm gonna get to it. I mean, I don't want to look. This is a very tragic thing. I don't want
Whoa.
to disrespect any lost lives there, but a large rescue effort was immediately enacted, with even local fishermen helping, and several bodies were pulled from the waters. At least 10 of those passengers now have been confirmed dead of the 26. They were all wearing life jackets, but the waters out there are extremely cold. In fact, they get to freezing, 32 degrees Fahrenheit at nights, and there's a bunch of like drift ice because it's so cold, like little mini glaciers or like ice that
Whoa.
chunks of ice that float around. And large waves are expected to be the culprit, although last May the same boat ran into some object, quote, in the water, and there are large chunks of floating ice, as I mentioned, as well as whales. So it could have been a chunk of ice, a whale that tipped them, or a wave.
Could
Probably
have been the
not.
squall,
Yeah,
which kills most boats, or the first ever recorded whale killing a boat.
correct.
Could have been one
So-
of those two.
or the ice thing. Who knows? Local fishermen even came in early on Saturday from fishing because the waves were so bad. So it was not safe conditions.
Right. It was just a horrible. They shouldn't have gone out.
RIP to the crew and passengers on Kazu 1. Hopefully some of them were able to make it to shore because it is kind of close to shore, but there's still some efforts going on. It's not looking good. So
That's
sad
terrible.
stuff there. Since that one was so depressing, I'd like to do a quick bonus dog sea story that's a little less depressing, but incredibly stupid, if you ask me. A large rescue crew in China's Zhejiang province saved the life of an enormous sperm whale that was beached for over 20 hours in a Zhejiang province shore. Take a look at this thing. Looks pretty dead to me. I don't know what they're even doing.
Shit. I mean, when
So
you say
big.
draw
Yeah.
Moby Dick, that's what this motherfucker looks like.
Yes.
Much. Yeah.
It's 66
Insane.
feet, 60,000 tons, something like that. Like it's
How the
it's-
hell did
it's
they get
big.
it back in?
That's a good question, Will. I don't know. There's a video that doesn't really show it. They got like a huge black tarp that was longer than the whale, so they shimmied that underneath them. And like basically they just kept splashing water on this thing's face and encouraging it not to die long enough to get it on that tarp, which they somehow lifted this 60,000 ton thing and dropped it back into the ocean.
I'm coming around on
Oh,
China.
man.
now.
The
Wow.
videos of this were pretty interesting. It was like men with
Yeah.
buckets. It was like a
Yeah,
they
that's
were
going to help.
feverishly
Oh.
trying to help it.
You know
Yeah.
what they did? The tide came in. It got so that second picture, the tide's coming in or whatever, and they probably
Yeah,
just waited.
they
until
lifted
the
it in
tide-
the air. And
Oh, look
like
at its
moved
dick! Its dick was out.
No, I know someone was giving
Yeah.
her a courtesy hand job just as trying to chill her
Wow.
out.
Just be like, stay alive for a
I mean,
couple more hours.
It had a
It was
hard
like
on the
50. It
beach.
was like 50 dudes doing all they could, and like
Yeah.
the dick came out, and one of the guys in the video was like, "You do it," and the
Yeah.
guy was like, "Me," and he's
It
like,
came
"Well,
out for you. Well, it came
it's
out
it.
for you.
it's this or a bucket."
Yeah. Yeah.
Take
Splash
your
its
pick.
face or suck its dick. So now that whale is back out in the ocean, potentially trying to explain to other whales how humans aren't that bad. And that
Right.
type of talk will get him ostracized from the whale community. For sure. So
We don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, this is not the only giant 70-foot long sperm whale that was seen in shallow
They just
waters.
hand him. They hand him a copy of Moby Dick. They're like, "Here, read this."
Yeah, they just push him. They just push him back to the shore. They just beach him again. Just a few weeks ago, a massive sperm whale.
They call humans Ishmaels.
Ishmaels. Yeah, you hung out the Ishmaels.
Like
Geppettos.
infidels.
Yeah. There was another giant sperm whale in very shallow waters in the UK. It was seen swimming there for over 10 days, which is it's unusual because sperm whales usually swim in a minimum shallowness of over 300 feet.
So what are they doing?
And
You
up to
saying they're
2.5. What do you think they're doing, Will?
They're getting close to us.
What
Hunting?
the fuck do you think they're doing?
Scouting? Messing with us?
Let's move on. Yeah, the whales are sending in the big guns. That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, they last.
What are
week
they
it was-
doing?
It was
Yeah.
the super orcas last week.
Yeah.
Now it's the sperm whales.
Sperm whales are like swimming like up to people that are wading in the ocean waters now. So that's not good. Anyways, let's
Well, what
let's
if
get
it's
out.
the super orcas scaring them out of the water?
I think they're all in cahoots. I think
Oh man.
I think
Oh,
the sperm.
man.
You see a sperm whale. I mean, did you see the size of that thing? You're never
Huge.
getting back in the ocean again
You
if a
could put-
sperm whale swims up to you.
60 men
Not ever.
inside its body. Dude,
Yeah.
but our boy
Easily.
Avi Loeb, friend of the show, maybe we'll try to get Avi back on because he came out saying essentially what was thought to be a meteor in 2014 that hit the ocean. Avi's saying, no, that was alien technology. And he's trying to get a deep sea
Perfect.
expedition.
Maybe that's
to
where
go
the
check
super
it out.
orcas came
That's what I'm
Perfect.
saying to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure the whales are in cahoots with the aliens. They're like their enforcers, but we'll see how it all shakes out. It's not
It's
looking
like
good.
that movie, like that movie, The Abyss. You know, where the
Yeah.
aliens all like, well, spoiler alert, but they
Yeah.
threatened to kill
With,
us.
with Ed Harris from
they
like 2000,
threatened to take us
1998.
out.
Double
Yeah.
spoiler alert. Guess who's got a fucking craft that can probably go deep enough? The director of The Abyss, James Cameron.
Exactly.
Need to get him and Avi together. Get that craft out there.
We do. And also like the
Ooh.
movie Aquaman, where that one team had just like dolphins and animals like working for them. It's like that.
But then
Doing
Amber Heard shit.
analysis.
Yeah. All right. But let's get out of the ocean. Okay. Enough ocean talk. Let's head back to solid ground. And since we were just last in the UK, let's stay there. I'd like you to meet the man. Where are these pictures at? Did I put them all in? They should be in here. Yes.
Man,
Okay.
yes,
We're
but
good.
yeah.
I'd like you to meet the
I
man
I see him.
who is being called the world's most terrifying teacher, Sylvain Helene, aka Freaky Hoodie. Take a look at Freaky Hoodie.
Oh, Freaky Hoodie.
Oh.
Freaky
Oh,
Hoodie.
he's got the
Take a
black
look.
eyeballs. Okay.
Oh, you know he's got the black
Tattooed-
eyeballs.
tattooed
Will
black tongue.
look at that.
Full head sleeve.
Yeah, he looks like that animal in Pan's Labyrinth with the eyeballs and the hands.
Right.
Yeah,
He's got the West Borlands. And these tattoos aren't like, I like tattoos. And then, before he knows it, he's covered them with no
Yeah.
rhyme or
Oh,
reason
so
to what
this
they are.
100% of his body's tatted.
But
buddy.
he meant to do this. He thought what would be a cool full body tat that would freak out people.
Get a load of that freak, right?
I mean, like, why
Why is
you
he in
gotta
his
cover
underwear?
everything? I love tattoos, but
because
I
he's
mean,
an
that's
Instagram star
it's
as well as a
it's
teacher.
intense.
And look, I know we cover a lot of freaks on this show. If you
Don't call him that.
if you absolutely ruin more than 50% of your body with intense body modifications, you're going to get some time on Hard Factor. I don't think we've covered this guy yet. I know we've covered Black Alien and Human Satan for sure. I think some Russian MMA fighter too. But I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're talking about Freaky Hoodie. Who knows, though? They all look the same to me.
Yeah, he's not the first full eyes tattooed black guy.
Why do they
we've
call him
covered.
Freaky Hoodie?
Because he's a freak.
But
Because
what's
he's
the
a-
hoodie part from?
Yeah, once you have full eye black, once your
Yeah.
eyes are fully black, you have to have a nickname. You
Yeah,
can't
he
go
go
by-
whatever because that's what he chose, Pat. And who's going to argue with him?
Call me Freaky Hoodie.
Yeah.
You talking about
Okay.
the guy that never has a hoodie on? Yeah, we
Yeah.
call him Freaky Hoodie.
You guys already noticed that Freaky Hoodie has the eyes completely painted black. That's what separates the men from the boys
Right.
in the body mod game. That's what really puts you up to varsity in the body mod game. But of that eye tattoo procedure, which is known as scleral ink, that's what it's called when you get your eyes inked.
Brutal.
Freaky Hoodie said, quote, "You've got one guy holding you down and the other coming with a syringe and putting it straight in your eye. It's like torture. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because of how painful it is. And also you can't see a thing for several days after.
I bet he's lying. I bet he just doesn't want someone else to get that sick tattoo that he's got.
If everyone got it, he'd be mad. He'd
Mm-hmm.
be so mad.
It's an Iceland Greenland situation.
Well, but to be fair, Freaky Hoodie definitely stole this from Black Alien. It's without a doubt.
He's not the
Black
first.
Alien was the original guy that looked like this.
But he knows Black Alien's dead in a year or two. So
I don't know if Black Alien's still alive, but I know he's by far the
dead.
first one who we covered like this. And he looks exactly. This guy is like I mean, I don't want to say it because I know Freaky Hoodie thinks he's very unique, but he's biting Black Alien.
Wants
this
to
is
move
a copy of Black Alien.
He wants to move up a notch. Once like a Black Alien dies, it opens up a spot, and he's certainly, it's like appointing a new pope. It's like appointing a new pope. He's definitely in the running to be the next main freak.
But see, if Black Alien does pass away, this guy should just go by Black Alien. It should be like passed down.
Black Alien too, exactly. It should be like, I
should
agree.
contact him now and ask him to put his IG credentials in a safe space. So because probate court, man, can like really take.
No,
a
I
while to settle
agree.
out.
You have to have a backup Black Alien.
Yeah.
So he said it's painful. It's also painful to look at, Mr. Hoodie, especially for 3-year-olds you're teaching, like one poor 3-year-old who started suffering nightmares where his teacher, Freaky Hoodie, was the main scaring influence of the nightmare.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it wasn't like Freaky Hoodie was helping him out of the nightmare. He was the nightmare.
How does this guy think he can be a teacher?
Yeah. That incident actually occurred near Paris, as he has taught young children in London and France in the past decade. He probably just bounces around wearing out his welcome at different schools. And when he finally gets fired, he goes to like a different school.
I think we covered one of his former hot firings. But
I think so too.
What has he done this time?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but he must be a hell of an interviewee, right? How does he get multiple teaching gigs with kids when he looks like that? Like, how does he?
He's got his resume, and he puts it right on top of the lawsuit that he hasn't filed yet for discrimination, and he slides it across the table.
It must be, because, I mean, what kind of smooth silver tongue does this guy have to win the job?
He's the most charming man on earth.
Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy's crazy for wanting this gig. And I'll tell you what, I am crazy. Crazy about kids. You know,
crazy about education.
As you can see, when I put my mind to something, I follow through with it. You know, what is this guy saying at interviews? Anyways, due to the nightmares that he's inflicting on 3-year-olds, he's now banned from teaching kids younger than 6. So great news for kids aged 2 through 5. Your nightmares will be delayed until age 6 now.
Yeah, when you'll definitely give a grown adult nightmares.
Yeah, this guy shouldn't teach anyone under 25. What do you mean 6?
Oh my God, Mark, do you know what he goes by in school?
No, what?
It's not Freaky Hoodie.
What is it?
It's Mr. Snake.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, Freaky Hoodie. I just looked at Freaky Hoodie is his by night name.
I think we did the Mr. Snake story like a year ago.
Mr. Snake.
Mr. Snake.
Mr. Snake.
Mr. Snake's here. Children, put away the blocks or Mr. Snake will punish you.
That's so terrifying.
Who's teaching sex ed? It's Mr. Snake. 100% right.
Freaky Hoodie, Mr. Snake says he gets it. You know, with a 3 to 6-year-old thing, he gets it. But he also thinks it's important for children to be taught by an absolute monster like himself, because if they can tolerate him, they can tolerate anything. He goes by the dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge anything. He goes, if they can tolerate me, they can tolerate people of different ethnicities. They can tolerate people that are homosexual and even like physically disabled just by dealing with me. So he's trying to say that it's a good thing.
So he's actually the savior of humanity.
That's right. He did all this.
You're welcome, guy.
He did all this for kids to be more open-minded. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
Yep.
And that's why, like, guys, I'm doing stuff to further that cause, even when I'm not on. Okay, like you should see the sex I'm having. You never will, but just know, it's progressive.
It's you got to be very open-minded to understand it. Yeah,
it's part of my whole thing, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got a really crappy story out of Washington State. Yeah, the brave men and women of Brinion Fire Department and Quilceny, I think it's Quilceny. Yeah, the Quilceny Fire and Rescue Department. These folks, they're always ready to put their lives on the line at a moment's notice, whether it's a 4-alarm structure fire or if Mrs. Johnson's precious cat Mittens is caught up in her western hemlock tree again. The squad is ready for action.
First responders, thank you.
Thank you, guys. So on April 19th, when a call came into the station that a woman was in deep shit, The team sprang into action, hustling into their fire gear. They cranked on engine number 41, and they headed toward the top of Mount Walker, where a California woman in her 40s had gotten herself into a sticky situation. See, the woman was hiking with her dog in the Olympic National Forest, taking the picturesque views of nature from 2,800 feet. And I guess she was at the North Viewpoint when nature called out directly to her. Okay. And to give a little backstory here, guys, according to the U.S. Forest Service website, the North Viewpoint at Mount Walker, it features a parking area, 2 picnic tables, and vault toilets with no water. And I didn't know what a vault toilet was.
What is it?
Well, a vault toilet, I'm going to put up a picture of what it looks like on the outside. A vault toilet is it's a permanent structure. Think of like a tiny cabin or an outhouse.
Outhouse.
Yeah, they do not flush.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
an outhouse. It's a
hole in the ground. Hole in the ground, but there's a door. It's like a private outhouse. Yeah,
building over a hole in the ground.
Exactly. And they're also referred to as pit toilets sometimes because there's an underground tank that holds the waste until a truck comes to pump it up. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, this could be like it's nicer than a Porto. If you were in like a terrible storm and you were hiking, it could give you some good shelter. It looks pretty solid.
It's classy.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It's classy.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a beautiful view where she's at.
I agree. Taking a dump from that thing. Back to our hiker. So when the woman got into the vault toilet, I assume she did what we all do, which is pop open Pornhub on the phone if you're a man, or TikTok if you're a woman.
I mean, it's going to stink in that vault toilet. So
no, I know, but still, you got to pass the time, distract yourself somehow. And guys, that's when the first of a series of very unfortunate events took place. Events that led to calls to Brinian and Quilcene first responders about a woman who was down and out house.
Oh no! What did she do?
Guys, I'm going to read you this next part's just a straight up verbatim post from the Brinian Fire Department's Facebook, which chronicles what happened next.
Okay.
April 19th, 3 p.m. Brinian Fire Department and Quilcene Fire Rescue responded to the top of Mount Walker near the north parking lot. Initial reports that a female in her 40s fell into a vault toilet. Oh, no. The patient is, you're going to find out why they start calling her the patient here. The patient states while using the toilet, she dropped her cell phone down into the vault. She then attempted to dismantle the toilet and retrieve it. After disassembling the seat and the housing, she used her dog's leash to try to fish the phone out.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, she took the leashes to help support herself, which failed.
She lowered herself in.
Yep.
She lowered herself in.
Uh-huh. And guys, she slid.
Let's go get a new fucking phone.
Are you kidding me? You can't lower yourself into the vault toilet. You're not MacGyver.
She slid into and fell into the vault head first. Now, I'm gonna pause. I gotta pause here for just a second, guys.
She's just legs sticking out of a vault toilet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna pause from the Facebook reading real quick, and I'm gonna show you something. So I showed you earlier what the outside of a vault toilet looked like. I'm gonna show you what the inside of a vault toilet looks like, guys.
Okay.
First, this is a vault toilet that made the news because people had, I don't know, they'd been litter bugs with it. See that?
Oh no, I'm gonna throw up.
That one's not even actually that bad.
It's a sewer filled with shit.
The one I'm about to show you is real bad.
The foot tacos got you, but
guys, this is a vault toilet where that unfortunately this is a problem. Apparently, that vault toilets will trap a certain type of wildlife down there. This is a vault toilet where a hawk had gotten into it.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, that hawk loves that vault toilet. And look at all those turds. He's just
Dude,
he's living on a mountain of turds.
In vault toilets.
Yeah. Okay, back to the Facebook. So she slid into and fell headfirst. There she sat for 15 to 20 minutes attempting to get out. And thank God she had a signal because she used her phone to call 911 and bring in.
No way.
Uh-huh.
The phone worked after falling in the vault toilet.
So she was stuck, but she was able to use the phone.
Yeah, she was about probably
she's worth
4
it.
feet down, face first into shit.
Her own shit, probably. And also a million other people's shit.
Yeah, not just hers, lots of different
everyone that had just finished hiking to the top of Walker Mountain.
Oh man, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, I really worked it out.
Guys,
Wow, they
the
have this vault toilet up here.
The website literally calls out that there's a vault toilet there. It's well known. It's popular.
No.
Yeah, so Brenyan Fire Department 41
I'm
and
gonna reward myself for this.
Oh man,
I'm really cranking one out.
so upon arrival, they found the woman as described, and the crews had to make a makeshift cribbing platform by passing, I guess, them down to the woman. And after making it tall enough for her to stand on, the crew pulled her out. And she said that she was not injured. And this is my favorite quote. The patient was washed down and given a Tyvek suit to wear.
Yeah, she's like trying to hug the first responders. They're like, no.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. I'm so fine.
Yeah.
They strongly encouraged her to go seek medical attention.
And psychiatric evaluation for sure.
Yeah.
But she just
Phone,
wanted
lady.
to get out of there.
It's a phone, lady.
She just wanted to get out of there, man. She didn't want to see anyone any longer.
Oh, no.
And she just beelined it back to California, unfortunately.
Wait, she stood them up on going to get any type of treatment?
Yeah, absolutely. That they were like, you need to get medical attention.
She just bounced.
And she was like, I just really want to get back. I mean, the other thing is her dog was there with her, probably
waiting
losing
outside,
his shit or her shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was in
barking at the toilet.
You're laying on my leashes. What are you doing with the leashes?
These are the look at the smirks on the two
God.
fire guys.
You know what the best part
Stand in
is?
front of the toilet.
You know what the best part is? Both those guys cranked Browns in that
Easily.
toilet.
Both those guys have shat.
That one guy shits in there weekly.
Those guys have such a I've shit in this toilet grin on their face.
She was laying in our shit.
Yeah, big time, guys. It continues. She thanked the responders and continued her journey back to California. The patient was extremely fortunate not to be overcome by toxic gases.
How do we know she's not?
Yeah, those people that like die in the farms, like.
Yeah.
Oh man,
she might have like a serious like if she had a cut on her leg, she's screwed.
Parasites.
Like she's gonna have a horrible infection.
Yeah.
All right, let's
she better have been clean.
let's take it to the internet because it's pretty electric. First up, guys, Henry Pena. He says, we had a call kind of like that. It was my worst call ever. Henry's a firefighter. An elderly man had an MI and fell face first into a septic tank.
Oh, no.
His son managed to put a rope around his foot. We got called to the scene. I immediately pulled him out along with my other crew members on my engine. Started CPR. Yeah.
Oh no.
They never got
just
a pulse
let him
back.
die.
Yeah, he died.
Well, who's gonna put mouth to mouth on him after that? Like,
Exactly. Corey Roed says that's horrible, and Henry Pena says, yeah, it was real bad, and it was in summer weather temperatures were about 103 degrees.
He fried and shit.
Not good. Okay, moving on. The rest are more fun. Karen Brown says, what kind of phone was it? I'm surprised it still worked. She got very lucky there.
Karen,
I actually have the answer to
KK or
that.
Cookie.
Yeah, it was a Motorola chocolate phone.
Oh, it was back home.
Come on. All right, John Sealy. John says, well, as a truck driver, I deal with outhouses.
Yeah, he does.
I don't care if I have $1,000 phone, and I did that. Guess what? Looks like I'm going to have to shell out another $1,000.
Yeah.
Hope she gets tested for STDs and COVID, but maybe she wore a mask, so maybe she'll be fine.
John.
Oof.
John Sealy knows his way around an outhouse.
An outhouse is not where you want to get trapped.
No, you do
Face
not
first.
want to get trapped down there, guys.
I haul outhouses for a living.
No, I know. He's like, trust me when I say I know my way around a fucking outhouse.
Yeah.
But
they're disgusting.
Okay, Josie. Let's see what Josie said. Josie says, "Oh my God, I can't imagine how it feel to be in that situation. I'd rather be dead than rescued. Even if you soak me in Clorox, I won't be surprised if they accidentally drank some and swallowed some liquid.
She's saying she drank some pee and poop.
Yeah, and she's also saying she wants to die. Instead.
She also has a weird profile. Her header image is her in a field of Indian paintbrushes, and then her profile picture is just a close up of an Indian paintbrush, which is just like a wildflower.
She
Got a
likes
hobby.
those flowers.
Obsessed with Indian paintbrushes.
And if you're new to the
They
show,
probably smell good compared to.
compared to an outhouse, compared to a what's it called again? A tank?
it's a vault toilet.
Vault toilet. Yeah.
I do stutter sometimes, but when I'm reading comments,
brown gold in there in the vault.
These comments are usually verbatim.
Yeah.
Very, very poorly written. Finally, guys, Laura Apple says, I'm wondering how she would get turned around after going head first. It must have been a wide hole.
Yeah, Laura, it's a vault toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
She is lucky the phone worked though. Cookie had a good point.
Oh, she would have been there for a long time. I really wish someone that had crapped in the toilet had responded.
Yeah,
I've crapped in that toilet.
Also, that would have been great. Also, what would have been great is if somebody would have started shitting on
Is that
her.
at the North parking lot?
Yeah, they didn't know she was in there. Someone's down here.
Why is this dog barking out here? And then
Someone's down here. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like soundproof. They can't hear. Please stop.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again. I don't mean to be shitty, but like straight up, the first thing I thought was like, thank God they kept this woman's name withheld, because if you met this woman and then found out that this was the thing, like you can't date or marry this person.
No, it's
right?
Or even conversate with her.
No, they're done. I mean, like there's just no way you can have sex with someone knowing that they were one time in 400 other people's feces.
Yeah, no, it's over.
And then just went home.
There's another. She should have gone to the doctors. There was another story we almost did. I almost sent you that this guy. It was like an international one. This guy has like the worst roundworm infection of all time. His entire body. The 64-year-old guy has rashes, and they're just worms. And the title said, "Man with horrible larvae infection is seen giving birth to larvae out of his butt, worms, and then they go back into his body, and it's because the 64-year-old guy was in a septic tank." It's because he's a septic tank worker. So like he got this horrible infection from dealing with poop. Like she should probably get checked out.
She needs to get checked out.
Yeah.
It sucks too, because she's got the ultimate topping your bad day story. If someone's ever like, man, I'm having a terrible day, she's like, you think you're having a bad day?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about that time I ended up face first in feces for 22 minutes.
She's like at a hiking, like the beginning of like a hiking group, and they're like, does anyone have any crazy hiking stories?
No, you know what she needs to do? She needs to be a motivational speaker now, because like this is the perfect start to a motivational speech. Like
there I
when
was.
when I dove headfirst into
I was down and out
full of human shit, I thought my life was over, but it wasn't. And then
have you ever been in a vault toilet?
Pulled herself up by her bootstraps, overcame being the woman who fell into a vault.
She takes the cell phone out while she's giving the speech, and she's like, this is the exact phone right here.
I'll never buy a new phone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what if she's about to get an upgrade? It's like,
let it go, lady.
Yeah.
Anyway, quick side note. I tried to find the policy because, but I know this from personal experience. I tried to find the policy on porta potty rental websites, but I do know because my friend's wife dropped her phone in a Porto at ACL, and she contacted the Porto people, and they 2 weeks later mailed the phone back after they sucked it out. And I was like,
with a note being like, what's wrong with you? Why did you make us do this?
Yeah, we cleaned it real good.
Yeah,
ready for calls.
Yeah, they probably threw it on the ground a few times.
Hey,
spat
call
on
us
it.
first to make sure it
Piece
works.
of shit. Why did you ask us to do this? Yeah.
Anyway, that's good for hard fact. Let's get that wheel up. I gotta find this wheel.
I got it.
Get that wheel up.
Man, yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Just it's a cell phone.
There's also like now a feature on most phones where you can wipe the phone remotely. So like if that's your concern, like, but like I guess like you're concerned that someone else is gonna go down there and get your.
No
data.
one cares. Yeah,
no one cares.
No one's gonna fish out that. That's the vault toilets forever. The Hawk now owns that phone.
That poor Hawk, man.
Yeah.
Apparently they fly in there and then
they get stuck.
They get stuck in there. Yeah.
Ooh.
But they love it. They don't know no better.
The Hawk.
I don't know no better.
The Hawk in there was hilarious.
Yeah. What if you're like sitting on a vault toilet and a hawk flies up your bum?
I mean, how fast did she get out of there, man?
Oh shit! I haven't done it yet on this. Can somebody else? I can't share a screen yet.
That's okay.
It'll be
a surprise.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I don't know if we know how to do it.
Oh, Mark, come what?
What's the wheel website?
No, it's all right.
Oh,
It'll be a
sorry.
surprise.
It'll be a
We'll
surprise
spin the
tomorrow.
wheel. We will spin the wheel. The wheel will be spun. This is not going to be hand
What's
picked.
the website?
This is wheel picked. Wheelofnames.com.
That's going to do it for Hard Factor.
Wheel of Names.
Have a great fucking day.